I am embarrassed for how messy my house actually got, so we're gonna clean it together. Wait until you see the stovetop because it is so bad. For some reason, I always like to start with the countertop. I feel like so much clutter just stacks up on the counter, and so clearing it off feels like a huge to-do list done. You know from the video I just posted before this one. I'm gonna quickly wipe down the countertops because it is terrible. Currently in the thick of potty training, so if you listen really close, you might hear a little bit of potty training talk happening behind the scenes here. Gwen was trying to do ASMR. Tell me why unloading the dishwasher is worse than actually loading the dishwasher, which doesn't make sense in my mind, but in my mind, that is how I prefer it. I would rather load the dishwasher than unload it. But hey, we got both done, and now the kitchen is feeling so much more together. As I wiped down the sink, I was like, wait a minute, I should really be cleaning the stovetop, so this is kind of pointless to be wiping the sink down because I'll have to do it again after I clean off the stove. Taking the racks off and throwing them in the sink and letting them soak a little bit while I clean underneath. I'm new to having a whole gas stovetop, so honestly, I don't really even know if I'm doing this right, but we took my handy dandy vacuum that I don't have the right attachments for and vacuumed the top off, which was a huge help, but there was still like a lot left in there, so scrubbing it right on down with Dawn dish soap. This spray Dawn dish soap has kind of been life-changing for me. I use it all the time when I'm cleaning, and it's one of my favorite things to use, surprisingly. And another favorite thing are these reusable paper towels. Like, I am so obsessed with them. Why have I just now found them? Because all I like to use are paper towels, but it's very, very much a waste of stuff. So having reusable ones is like so genius, and I want to get a bunch more. The second my toddler walks through a floor, all of a sudden there's just literally crumbs. Just crumbs everywhere. I don't know how it happens. Even if there's no food in her hands, somehow there's just crumbs all over the floor. So I vacuum about a bazillion times a day, so my Dyson has seen very, very better days. And Bona is also a huge staple that I love to use to clean. Wiped and vacuumed the floors down, and now we're gonna move on to the living room, which is also a huge mess. Finally laid down my kitchen mat as well, because I had to take that away because Millie loves using the walker in the kitchen and going around the kitchen island, but she can't get over the mat. So that probably won't last very long. I'll probably end up putting it away again tomorrow morning, but for now we're gonna clean up the living room, put away all the toys. There's always just toys literally everywhere, and we're getting close to the end because I'm gonna wipe down the tabletop, and then I'm gonna show you the best way that I clean my playroom. I just close the door and I walk away because that is why we have it in a separate room. I'm gonna light a candle, I'm gonna save the playroom for another day, and here is the final product. If you like cleaning videos, you will like my page.